Could the Vikings already know their next offensive coordinator? All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupagus show. I'm One Bar with Lupagus, and it sounds like the Vikings have a front runner for an offensive coordinator position.
Yeah, they certainly do. It's a guy on Kevin O'Connell's staff, a teammate of his. You could say it's Wes Phillips, the Rams passing game coordinator and tight ends coach.
That's Wesley to you. Yes, 42 years old, has been around the block. Before we get into him, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the video. We're close to 6,000. Make sure to hit that sub button down there. Ha!
We're not going to get into him. We're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about Wes Phillips. So number one thing you got to love about this guy, he's son of Wade Phillips. So you know he's been around football since he's just a wee little lad. Understands the game, understands the nuances of the game. His dad was a defensive guy, so he knows the ins and outs of defense. You know damn well he was sitting there watching film with Pops, maybe having a little fruit snack as he did that.
Is that really going to be your argument to a Vikings team that just had Adam Zimmer, a son of somebody as well? I mean, is that going to be what you're holding on to?
No, I'm just saying this guy, you like the fact that he's been around football all his life. Wes Phillips isn't the one making this hire. It's Kevin O'Connell. So it's not the same situation where you're just promoting your kid. I like that he comes from the football background. He's going to have knowledge of the game.
Yeah, I hope he's got a football background, but he's been around. He's been his MO is he's a tight ends coach. He's done it for multiple teams, the Cowboys, Washington, the Rams, and he's had some pretty damn good success with those tight ends. And what I really love about this whole thing is just the familiarity with Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell knows exactly what he has in him, and they were with Washington, they were with the Rams, so that is just going to help this transition to KOC being our HC.
Well, and you got to think, Wes will be the offensive coordinator, but I gotta assume, and maybe you're assuming the same, that Kevin O'Connell is going to be the one holding the play card, just like Sean McVay. He's going to be calling those plays. It's not going to be Wes. Kevin O'Connell hasn't got to call plays. You know damn well he wants to call the plays. He will be calling the plays. So Wes will be the man getting the game plan together, implementing the plays, getting the playbook ready, but it's going to be KOC on game day. So, yeah, I mean, it's another guy, another inexperienced coach who's coming into his first real big job here. And you got an inexperienced head coach, you got an inexperienced offensive coordinator. Does that concern you at all?
Not really. I mean, it seems like they're going to do that pretty much at every position, including defensive coordinator we talked about yesterday. So, I mean, they're just going all in. They're going all in for some big ass changes. Concern? Yeah, I mean, it's concerning, but it's also exciting.
It is. And they're saying one reason why this hasn't been, more announced, like the guys are bringing in for defensive coordinators, is because O'Connell can pick one guy from the Rams staff to kind of promote and bring up with him, and everybody's assuming it's going to be Wes Phillips.
Yeah, that's why it's almost like a shoo-in that he probably is the guy. Otherwise, there would be, just like the defense coordinator, there'd be names they're looking around. They're not waiting until the last minute. Wes is going to be their guy unless something happens. And I'm going to welcome Wes with open arms. I can't wait for him to get here.
I can't wait for them both to get here, and I want to see some creative, innovative offense. Use Justin Jefferson in a plethora of ways, and I'm kind of excited to see what they got dialed up for old Irv Smith Jr. as well. That son of a bitch can stay healthy.
Maybe you'll get Zach Davidson up to snuff, as they say. And so Wes took over for Sean McVay as the tight ends coach for Washington when Sean McVay went up, and then he followed him to the Rams, where his old man was there, but then his old man left and he was still there, which is always a good sign. And really, you're looking at these other articles with Kevin O'Connell leaving for the Vikings. Wes was a guy that appeared the Rams were interested in possibly making him the offensive coordinator. So that's always a good thing.
Yeah, no way in hell. Kevin's like, he's coming with me. He's my boy. My best friend.
Boy. We got him. We got him. Wes, let us know. Are you excited about Wes? Would you rather if they've gone with a 68-year-old crusty offensive mind, or do you like the young up-and-coming whippersnapper?
Do you think they're going to zoom in on his face just like they did with his dad every single game he coached?
I hope so. I hope
so too, and I hope you guys all remember this moving forward. A group of kangaroos is called a mob.